Ngozi Talk Shows family is Nomsa here at Ngozi Talk Shows. Find your own voice and lead from within. So with me today, I'm with Claudia Passa. How are you, Claudia?
Hello everyone, and hello Nomsa. I'm good, thank you. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. So our topic today is uncover your biggest abundance block. Uncovering your biggest abundance blocks. Many people strive for abundance, whether it's financial success, fulfilling relationships, or personal growth. However, despite their best effort, they often encounter invisible barriers that prevent them from achieving their goals. These barriers, known as abundance blocks, stem from deep-seated beliefs, past experiences, and subconscious programs. By identifying and addressing these blocks, you can shift your mindset, break free from limiting patterns, and open yourself up on the greater world of happiness and success. So, Claudia, you chose this topic. Can you explain to our audience what was on your mind when you chose this topic, please?
Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, it's like something which keeps coming up over and over again, basically, as well, in a world full of so many possibilities and opportunities as well, But then as well, why do some of us still feel like we are missing out? Okay, so basically, as well, that there are so many things out there and we can do and we can achieve anything we actually do really want, but still, there is like parts in us and they are hesitant. I mean, basically, as well, the concept of abundance goes just way beyond as well of having enough. It's about feeling fulfilled and happy and prosperous in all aspects as well of life. But again, however, there can be some roadblocks, or we all have them too, that can hinder our path to experience as well the abundance we would love to have in our life, because we deserve it as well. Yeah, I thought as well to come together as well with you and to explore as well like some of the limitations or the obstacles as well that can show up in life, so that we can share some ideas on how to overcome them.
Yeah, you are right, Claudia. I think for me personally, I did go through that block, abundance block in my life due to past experiences. Sometimes our beliefs, they shape our reality, as Bob Proctor says, our thoughts and everything. So if you hold negative limiting beliefs about money, about success, about your worthiness, they can block abundance from flowing into your life. So I personally have gone through that, where I have had negative beliefs. What if things changes in my life when it comes to money? I'll still have the same friends. When my friends accept me, or when they want to use me for what I have, if I succeed, what would my life look like, and all these things. But I've never questioned my worthiness. If I use that, if I say I have questioned my worthiness, I've never really questioned whether am I worthy enough, and things like that. But when I actually change my mindset, I don't know about you, Claudia, when I actually change my mindset and letting myself know it's okay for me to be a millionaire. It's okay for me to succeed. It's okay for me to actually be the woman that God created me to be. I think the more I pray, the more I started accepting myself more, accepting life more, and understanding that it's okay to be where I need to be. But before, it was all about me questioning my abilities and things like that. I don't know if you've ever thought that way, Claudia.
Yeah, I mean, the same as well as for you. for me as well, I needed to start to look at my mindset as well, yeah. That's always a good place, just like start to look at your mindset, okay? Like, what is it, what you think or you believe about certain aspects as well, areas, and then as well the abundance you would love to experience in those areas in your life, like, yeah, just like it's always a good starting point to understand what are your thoughts and beliefs around it as well, because if we don't know, it's just like, we can't do anything about it, if you know what I mean, because in the end as well, it is required as well to sit down, to reflect, to do some work in regards to us, because the truth is as well, I mean, the abundance is out there, it's just like sometimes due to our beliefs and limitations and programs, we don't see them, and it can be just outside in front of our eyes. But if we have like certain programs running, you won't be able as well to see or to identify it. So yes, absolutely. And then as well, the mindset as well for me, it's just like, are you someone as well who is thinking constantly about lack, like something is missing in your life, something is lacking, no matter what it is, like, yeah. So are you focused around lack in your life? So, or are you able as well to shift around and to see the opposite as well, that there is like an overflow in life, like an overflow of opportunities, of money, of a potential soulmate partners, of health and everything, like an overflow, because it's just like, again, if you open your eyes and there's so many opportunities and possibilities out there, but again, if we tell ourselves the story, it's just always lack mentality, mindset, then again, you won't be able as well to see the overflow. So that's something I did as well. For me, I shifted from lack mentality into overflow, into plenty thinking, yeah, because the truth is it's a rich, abundant planet we live on, yeah. That's
Yeah, I think I like what you say, Claudia, is a rich abundance that we live on. We have to understand that life is like endless, success is endless if we really, really need it. And like you said, our thoughts are really, really important. What we think and our beliefs is really, really important. And also you said the reflecting is really, really important. And also I think the block is when you spend the time thinking about what you don't have. I think that is a block that can create a block. So I use this like my pastor says what it helps him is to think about the time where he had the really, really success. And he says that the minute he thinks about that time when he had the success, he will hold on to that. So he says, like, there's no, like on earth, there is no heaven. What happens when you think about negativity? You bring negativity around you. So he says, if you want to succeed in life, you got to think about the success. If you think about success, then the good angels will then come to you, like the heaven will then be created around you. And then when that heaven is created around you, because there's no heaven on earth, so that means the breakthroughs that will start coming through. So I use that analogy to actually make sure that I think about positivity all the time. Even if I feel like I'm lacking something, I never think about that. I use gratitude, where God has blessed me, and I use that gratitude to say, you know what, I feel so blessed, and just be thankful. So yeah. Anything else, Claudia, you want to add?
Yeah. Yes, it's a very good tip, like to not focus on what we don't have. But we tend to do this because we don't understand, like what we focus on, we get more of, yeah. And the same happens as well if we focus on the things we don't want to have in life, and then we still get more of it. So therefore, as well, for us to have more abundance, focus on the abundance, on the beauty, on the things, on the health, on the friendships, like all the things you already have in your life. All right. Yes. Just like simple exercise, just turn it around. Focus on all the good stuff you already have in your life instead of focusing on what you don't have, because if you do one or the other, you get more of the same, but you don't want to get more of the same of what you don't want. So just like understand to focus, to shift in regards to all the beauty things you already have in your life. And this as well, it's a way as well for you to get more of the nice things of abundance as well into your life. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's really, really important to what you're saying, Claudia, to actually focus on the things that we have in the gratitude. And like I said, if you feel guilty or you feel unworthy when you receive wealth or opportunities, you have to get excited when you get opportunities or when you receive wealth. Or do I associate with money or success with the negative emotions? So those are the things that you have to really make sure that you don't think about, and maybe saying like things like maybe rich people greedy and stuff, words like that. Rich people and normal people, they are normal people who are selfish, who are greedy, and rich people as well. There are people who are good, there are people who are not good. But mostly, I think it is rare to find a rich person. The reason why people call rich people are greedy is because, or they are whatever, is because they know what it took them to get to where they are. In order for them to actually give that money out, they need a reason. Why do you want this money? Why do I have to give you this money? They will not just give without any reason. They would rather give it for free to charities. They would rather, because they know it's going to go for good cause. But if I was like this and then go to Bill Gates will give me an interview. Why do I need to give you my money? He wouldn't just give it to me like that. So I think that's when people, they come in and they say rich people, they are this, they are that. But all those things, you get it out of it, because that person who is rich is none of your business. You want to get rich, so you got to embrace that journey, that moment, so you can get to where you need to be. Over to you, Claudia.
Yeah, yes. And then as well, another good tip as well is like gratitude, yeah. Can just like very simple exercise as well, just like, you focus on the things, as we already said, you already have, but like as well, feel and be grateful for them, okay? Not just focus as well. Here, you bring in the gratitude. And if you can as well, like if you can feel it, but like really as the good and deep and feeling, not just, okay, I'm grateful, not just to state it, okay? Can you really feel the gratitude for it as well, like as well? And this is a good example exercise as well for you to bring as well more things you can feel grateful for. And it doesn't have to be big things. It can already be just like the sun is shining off for the good night's sleep you had, the comfortable bed, it doesn't have to be always major things, okay? But once you get into this routine and to think this way as well, you will see the things as well, where you feel grateful for. And if you can as well amplify the feeling, because if you really bring in the really feeling as well with it, it's even amplified, okay? Because then it's like really truly felt as well for you and meant. And then as well, again, the beauty here too, you get more things on what you are grateful for. And it's just like a beautiful exercise. And the thing is as well, when we feel grateful, it's a very good feeling as well inside of us, compared to sometimes we feel, I don't know, a bit low or ashamed or fearful or angry, these are not good feelings to be in, but like gratitude, if you can be in it and experience and really feel it, it is as well the benefit of it. It will raise as well your vibration and like overall the energy you are vibrating and being as well. And who doesn't want, like to feel better than we usually tend to be, or, just like to have. Right, Nomsa, do you have a gratitude practice?
Me, I've always have a gratitude practice. For me, it's my prayer. Being thankful to God for what He has done for me in my life, and for what He is about to do as well. So I'm always so grateful every single day. I always let Him know that I'm very, very grateful, even when I'm at my lowest. I don't focus on what has gone wrong. I focus on what God has done for me in my life, because I know that in order for me to get to where I need to be, I've got to go through life is like this. So I've got to go through this journey where, and also where there is a breakthrough, Satan will try to hinder that. So I try not to focus on the negativity. I try to bring gratitude, which is that destroys my relationship with people, because people don't understand what I'm saying. I'm so grateful when they want me to focus on what is not there, what we're meant to get, what we didn't get. Me is the gratitude. It's like it's going to, it will happen. And people say you don't care. It feels like you don't care. So I'm like, you have no idea how much I care in my life, with whatever is going on in my life. But the truth is, I have to show gratitude. I've got to pray. I've got to let God know that I'm so grateful. I've got to praise His name. I've got to dance where life does not make sense. That's where I've got to be happy. I've got to smile, and I don't pretend. I let my problems know that I understand the problems and you are here. But yeah, I'm so grateful. And it works all the time. It does work. There is no way where God is turning His back on me when I'm showing gratitude. So, yeah.
Yeah, it does. And it keeps popping up as well more and more. I mean, people are talking about it. It's a normal thing even these days when someone talks about it, or you see an article in common magazines even about it. So it's just like more and more common those days. So it's just like people are doing it as well. And another thing is when regards to, like to be able to live our most abundant and prosperous life as well, is like us a lot of the times as well that we don't feel worthy of it. This is as well something, I don't know, I like to say almost all of us integrated to some level or to some degree as well. I had to go as well and to sit down and to really unravel, the ideas or the false stories I took on from others in regards to not feeling worthy, of having certain things or of being a certain way as well in life, okay? So then as well, I like to invite you as well here, just like to understand or to see where this applies for you, like where do you feel like you are not worthy of having something in your life, and then I realized as well that the truth actually is that we are all worthy no matter what, okay? Just because we are here on this beautiful planet, and the universe and God wants to give us everything we desire, okay? But when we come here and we don't feel worthy or deserving of certain things, I mean, obviously, then we are not really a good magnet to attract the good things we desire, because it's just not working. So we have to identify as well, you know, like yeah, the stories we keep telling ourselves still today, you know, like 20, 40, 50, 60 years later in life, I'm sure we all have some stories in regards to why we are not worthy of something. And then please just like go back, you know, where did you pick the story or belief up? From whom, you know, like, yeah, the parents, the caregivers, the society as well, the media, the school, the siblings, the families, just like it can be anyone, okay? Just like really, yeah, just go back and identify where you have picked it up, and then see as well that it was just like a story you picked up and you believed it is true and you kept on as well, in regards to your truth, okay? But like please again change certain aspects as well, because you are worthy, you know, you are worthy no matter what. We just have to really feel it and understand it, and to see that we are just keeping ourselves a bit small because of some of the stories and the programs and the limitations we have picked up on the way, you know. But today is the right day and time as well for us to unravel it and to change the story as well, to change the story as into, yes, I am worthy, you know, yeah, I am worthy, and we are, absolutely, and we are, yeah.
Yeah, we are worthy, and sometimes the problems that we go through, or the past that we have gone through in life, it doesn't define who we are, or it doesn't define our future. We just have to understand, like you said, Claudia, with the lies that we tell ourselves. We have to divorce those lies. I've told myself so many lies in my life, that I wasn't good enough. I wasn't this. I hanged out with the wrong people, and those people treated me really bad, and I let them treat me bad because I believed that was my belief. So all those things are important to know, that we are worthy. And when we understand that we are worthy, regardless of what we go through in life, God will always come through for us, to bless us. But we have to, there's enough blessings in the universe for us to receive those blessings. Or sometimes those blessings could be held by our grudges, so we might have things that we have to deal with. Or sometimes God can hold our blessings because if we have not accepted this certain life, so he may hold us and say, okay, you need to first be like your identity, get to know your identity and stuff. Like myself, I'm realizing that the pain that I've gone through in life, I had to first understand my identity, who I was, who I am as a person. Because if I had gone through my blessings the way I was before, I don't think things would have gone okay. So it's really, really important to not to tell lies and say we are not good enough, because we are. As individual, we are so unique, and we were born to succeed in life, and we have our legal right. Success is our legal right. When we are born, God already has written our destiny. Claudia is going to grow up, she's going to be this, she's going to be that, she's going to be that. It's not altered, but the problems are not there in that book of life. So the problems are the ones that stopped us receiving our rights, rightful identity success. But if we conquer the problems, go through them, we can't avoid them. We cannot say, oh, this and that. Some people, they completely give up. say, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this because of this. They write everything off and they alter their destiny. But what advice can you give someone, Claudia, right now who is watching and saying, you guys don't understand what I'm going through? How do I go on? How do I believe in this power of success? And if I'm going through this, what advice can you give them based on what you have gone? Any of us, each of one of us have gone through pain. So in order for you to get that success, what did you have to do?
Okay, I mean, obviously, success looks different for all of us, yeah? Just like success for you, Nomsa, would be different than for me as well. Just like not to compare ourselves as well with others, because we all have our own, life, or how people call it these days as well, journey, to understand that we are all individual and we all have our own, journey, destiny as well, things we want to do and to learn, achieve in this lifetime as well, just like not to compare ourselves as well. And then as well, in regards to success, I mean, if you want to achieve something specific, is I don't know what it is to success. I mean, however it looks for you. If you want to become self-employed, or just like to invest money, or to finally meet the soulmate as well, just like try to find people who already did that, what you are aiming for, like, and they don't have to be people in your life as well. They can obviously too, but like as well, like outside the society, the world, the news, the media, and so on. Try to find someone who already has achieved that, what it is you want, and then like study them as well, like read about them, listen to them if they have any YouTube shows or podcasts or books written as well, so that you can learn as well from them. That's like a tip. But obviously there are many others, but I don't know, this just came up. So what would you say in regards to success for
For
someone?
me, I'll say the same, Claudia, is just the danger though of following other people's what they have done is because people don't tell you the whole story. They don't write the whole story, what they have gone through. You can read books and you can, it's good for motivations, reading books and podcasts and everything. That one, you need to have a role model. Who is your role model in life? Like for me, I have my role model that I look up to. Like Bob Proctor was our role model. And so we loved him, everyone loved him. And Tony Robbins, there are so many people who follow Tony Robbins. So you have to follow. I like Tony Robbins' story as well, how he turned the life around from nothing, and how this person believed in him. I have gone through that as well, where that person, I find that one person that believes in me when everybody else does not believe, and they believe me and they change my life. So all those kind of things, but then now it comes to where the destiny now, my destiny is me, is now then when I have to go to God now. And I'm like, God, design my destiny the way you want me to be. I used to think that if I just watch anybody that I admire, I'm just going to read their book, implement how they've done what they've done. It does not work. The reason why it doesn't work is because our destinies are unique and they've been created specific. God knows who we are supposed to be. If I'm a matchmaker, a speaker, and maybe God want me to be a matchmaker and speaker, help others in marriages, relationship, and then I go and do something else. If that's something else does not work, it means I'm not supposed to be doing that. So what I do is I say, God, keep me where I'm supposed to be. Give me that miracle and hold my hand, direct me to where I need to be. It means if God is quiet, I don't force things. I stand still. When God wants to respond, he will respond and my life will move forward. All I have to do is I go to check why is God so quiet. So I might be forcing him to do things how I want, not the way my life is designed, because everyone's life is designed to be different, is designed to stand out. Maybe I might be wanting your life, Claudia, my life to look like you. This is when God will be like, you want me to design your life like Claudia? You go to search it through your heart and find out who you are, your identity. So all those things, but some people, they give up. When problems comes, they give up. When life does not make sense, they give up. For me, when life does not make sense is where I stand still. You say, okay, what am I supposed to be doing right now, God? And he will respond in his own time. I don't stop implementing. I'll keep going with my business. If it's my business, I keep praying for my children. I keep going. Even Satan himself, he will come to me and say, no, you child, you are so annoying. I'm trying to get you to go into a different direction where you are meant to be, where you are not meant to be. But sometimes he brings opportunities. Satan is so cruel that he will bring other opportunities and destroy your destiny where you are meant to be, and wanting you to take the opportunity that are not meant to be yours, that are going to crash later. So for me, I stand still. If someone comes in and says, no, I have this opportunity, I stand still and I look at that opportunity. If it is taking me out of where I'm supposed to be, I stand still. And I have to trust, I have to believe, and I have to know that everything is going to work out just fine. Like you guys at Ngosi Talk Shows. So you guys, we started, I think we were 30 or 30 something. Now we are like 6 or 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's the belief that I believe that if we go to, don't never ever give up.
Mm. Yeah, that's true. Because as well, what if you are just about thinking to give up, but the desired thing is just there, Yeah, just, don't please as well. I mean, and therefore as well, it's always good if you know yourself, if you can think of anything in the past where you were a bit like starting something new and then it got a bit difficult. Life happens as well sometimes, and we talk ourselves out of something. Okay, so just like if you know yourself that you can put something in place next time it happens again, okay, because things will always happen to us, okay, and then some doubt can come up, the voice, don't we love this ego voice, or the fear as well, the fear voice, yeah, just like as well identifying how things did show up for you in the past as well. Fear will always be there talking to you no matter what it is. If it's something new, you never been there, you never did it, you're coming out of your comfort zone, and the fear will always creep in and trying to talk you out of it, okay? But when you are so good at this stage so far to understand how you are wired, when certain voices to come up, just trying to bring you down again in your comfort zone, then that you can just like, okay, hey, thank you, dear voice or fear, whatever, however you want to call it. Thank you for trying to protect me, okay? Because this is all what it wants for you. It's nothing bad. It just doesn't want you to cause any pain or for you to cause any harm. So it wants you to bring you, like back where your desired life is, like where you have been all those months, like your comfort zone or the zone as well you know, yeah? And this is all what it wants. This tiny little voice trying to talk you out of it just because it wants to protect you. But if you can identify it and can like, yeah, yes, thank you so much for trying to protect me, but I got this. Okay, yeah, you got this now. Yeah, you are grown up now, you know, yeah, you are in charge as well of your life. And that's another thing as well for us, again, to understand as well, again, you know, like until it really sits inside of us that we create our life. You know, we came here as well down. One of the things as well we are here is to create, you know, to do things, to create the life we desire, and to create, I don't know, you know, like, do you want a nice car, the new house, you know, the business, wealth, or like health as well, the relationships, the friendships, you know, you are here to create your life exactly how you desire and how you want it as well to be, you know, like, please as well understand this. We are here to create, you know, and we create our lives as well. But obviously we need, you know, like some tips and tools on how we can do it, you know, not to fall again into the traps and into the stories, you know, the lies we kept telling ourselves in regards to not to go somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, you are right, Claudia. We are here to create. Our job is to create and also to enjoy life as well at the same time, and to help others as well, because there are some people that they are afraid of failures. When they go through struggles, that struggle becomes their identity. And that's why sometimes I like chains to show people that when you have chains, they are chains of failure that we can actually inflict on ourselves. We can inflict the chains of failure, chains of fear. We can inflict different chains in our lives. I'm not good enough. No one is going to listen to me. No one is going to like my talk show if I go and do my live on Facebook. No one is going to like it. Like myself, I'm Black. So I can easily use that and say, you know, because of my color, no one is going to watch my talk show. But to be honest with you, every person has their own people that they like. There are people that like us, there are people that don't like us. So there are two groups. So you have to do what you got to do and start somewhere. And without fear, obviously, fear is always going to be there. Me, I pray a lot now. I don't fear anything, even problems, and don't bother me anymore, because I just spend my time cleansing about my life within myself. And I just like come to know that all the problems, the fear is just part of life. So there is no point in me fearing, but I can actually communicate with fear and say, you know what, I'm gonna do it anyway, even if I'm fearing this. But what I will not let someone come and tell me that I'm not good enough. I will never ever allow anybody tell me that I'm not good enough, because as you said, Claudia, before, we are here to create our destinies. We are here to help. If I say to myself, well, I'm not good enough, I'm supposed to be a blessing. If I'm supposed to be a blessing to someone, it means that person, they cannot be blessed because I can't be bothered to start the thing that is supposed to bless other people. So I might as well, even if I feel that I'm not good enough, I might as well get on with it and do it anyway, even if I feel like, when it comes to men and women, I used to think my beauty is going to get me what I want. But as I got older, I starting to understand that only God can give you a happy marriage. Only God can give you what you want and be happy in it. I can succeed on my own, but it become miserable. There are so many people who are millionaires, but they're not happy. So I might as well appreciate, like we mentioned, gratitude before, have gratitude in my life, so I can enjoy, and also celebrating your small wins is really, really important. What do you think about the celebrating small
Yeah.
wins, Claudia?
Yeah, these were a few good tips. Yeah, celebrating the small wins, which we don't really sometimes forget, or to celebrate ourselves. No, celebrate ourselves as well, including the small wins. Yeah, and we forget this, just like all praising about someone else outside, but what about, like praising ourselves and the small wins? Yes, because usually as well, we could be looking at where is the big goal, or, like, yeah, when is it going to happen, like the big thing you desire, yeah. But like then we forget to see the small things on the way, just like, yeah, and to be grateful as well for them and to appreciate them. Because again, here it comes again, the gratefulness and the focus on as well how we do this, and then we get as well more small wins as well to be grateful for until we reach our destination, okay, the final goal. And then as well, it's just to be kind with ourselves and patient, because so often as well we want to be somewhere quick and fast, we don't have time, we are impatient. But it's as well about the journey to understand this, the way how you get to your abundance in your life as well. It's the journey as well, to understand this. And yeah, to have fun as well, just like to be a bit easy on yourself, not so harsh, not to compare yourself to, very important, as we already said earlier, because I mean, we tend to fall into comparison, yeah. I don't know, it's just like something we tend to do as humans. But again, as soon as you notice, realize, just bring yourself out of it as well. Just please don't do as well, because you are unique, and you have your own qualities, and no one else is doing the things you do them, okay? And yes, just this is why we don't compare again.
Yeah, comparison is a thief of joy.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. I know. Yeah, I understand this phrase now, because you want to be somewhere, but the other one is already there, and then you see
Like,
it, and
why
then you
me? Why
compare,
am
and
I
then you
not
are like,
there?
oh, like, oh, no more fun and joy. Oh, yes, I understand. Yes, just please don't, And
Yeah,
we do want to things as well to lit us up, for us to feel good and light and positive, yeah, rather than discouraged and yeah.
yeah. I always say never compare your life with mine, because you don't know what I do behind the scenes to be where I am. Sometimes I pray for 10 hours. I go to church and pray for 10 hours, non-stop, from 10 p.m. till 5 a.m. And sometimes in my home, when I feel like life does not make sense, I pray to God and cry out loud. And sometimes I think the neighbors, they're like, what's the heck? I normally do go and pray in the office when everyone is gone home. Just pray, do my prayer. And when I do that, it means I just want God to hear my cry and answer me my prayer and direct me to the right direction. Imagine, and then you come and compare yourself with them. So that is a torture. So that's why it's really, really important to never compare your life with anyone. Admire it. If you want to speak to the person, ask them what do they do different that is getting them to where they are. The habits that they had to get rid of, that is important, but never ever compare your life with anybody. Your marriage, there are some women who compare their husband to their friend's husband. They compare their makeup to other people. They compare their cars, their everything, their homes, everything. Me, I'm just walking in my own lane, and that lane is sometimes is a beautiful road, sometimes is bumpy, but it's so beautiful because it's specifically created for themselves. What about you, Claudia?
Yeah, like what, huh? Hmm?
Yeah, I mean, when your friends, like, if they dare compare themselves to you, what advice would you give them?
Mm. Mm.
You like manifesting for things.
Yeah, let me just see. Well, I would say as well, don't do this, please. Don't compare yourself to me because I have different soul lessons. I came down with different lessons my soul wants to learn than you or you as well, you know? Yeah. This is why it doesn't go, because we all have different purposes in life and different unique qualities as well. We are here to learn or to develop more. So if when we see our uniqueness, yeah, each of us again, you know, yeah, without the comparing, but rather see your uniqueness, you know, the way you explain things or the way you are great in some areas, topics, you know, like things, hobbies you so enjoy, and it's only you do it the way you do it, you know, these certain things. If we can really understand our uniqueness, this will help us as well to step away from comparing ourselves, you know, or at least if we find ourselves a bit leaning too much into the other person's energy and so on, just like as well to take ourselves out. That's as well something I do, you know. Sometimes as well in the past we lean too much into others people's energy field, yeah. Realizing, and then as well I step out of it as well, and I am with myself, you know, yeah. I am with myself. And then just look in the qualities you have, or just ask people, ask your friends, ask your family, what is something they think that you do great? If you have a bit difficulties as well to identify your uniqueness, start with this, you know, just ask them, what is something they think you do best or you are great in as well. And then talk to them and see what they say as well. And then this should help you as well to get a bit more into identifying and feeling as well your uniqueness.
And they also understand, also, like, if you just watch your behavior, because for me, I've learned, and this works as well. Whenever I find myself in a misunderstanding with people, before I used to get upset and say why this person does not understand these things. But what I do is I look at myself and ask myself, what is in me that actually triggered that person to behave the same way, the way they behave? Sometimes it could be like that person is crying out, but they don't know how to tell you they're crying out. Instead, they just become horrible to you and things like that. So you have to always have to be careful of how you deal with things and things like that, and look at the sabotaging behavior that are stopping you moving forward as well is really, really important. And knowing that you are not perfect. I understand, I tell myself that I'm not perfect. And it's okay for me to make mistakes. And the mistakes, it gives me skills. I have to look at it and ask myself, what skills have I learned from whatever things have gone wrong and things like that. And also, I mind my own business. When it comes to life, I mind my business. I do not interfere in people's life, because I find that sometimes we get into arguments where we shouldn't, and that can cause blockage. So all I do is I understand that I'm not perfect, and I'm just gonna mind the nonsense lane, and I help those who allow me to help them. Even when I'm at my lowest, I always make a way to make an effort to help others, and also knowing that my life is going to shine regardless of what is going on. So I refuse to be defeated by problems. Normally, problems are steps us moving forward. What do you think, Claudia?
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. And I mean, just like the thing is as well that abundance is within reach for all of us. You know, if we really open our eyes, we can see it. It is there. And I'm sure we already have or had as well abundance in our lives. And there is more out there as well. But obviously, it does require some effort in regards to mindset shifts, and sometimes even a change of habits too. So we have to, you know, like to change a few things so that we can actually receive a bit more, you know, and to release and to leave some old stories back as well. But soon, when we start to change how we do things or how we see things in our life as well, it will actually set ourselves on a path of abundance. And then we are able as well to get, you know, health and wealth and happiness, love and personal fulfillment as well. But like, to remember is as well that the journey to a more abundant life is ongoing. Okay, yeah, and every step we take should bring us closer to our desired life. Okay, so these are actually as well my final words, just like to say as well, it is a journey, because it will never stop. We will always find something to improve, or that we can change as well. And yeah, it's just about, again, about the journey. Yeah. So I hope it makes sense. Yeah.
It's really important, and also setting up a clear goals as well is really important. And surrounding yourself with the right people is really, really important. And also believing in yourself and believing in your abilities is really, really important, because at the end of the day, it's you that takes you to where you need to be with God. And even God can force you. You have to be willing to get to where you need to be. So all these things, they're really, really important. Is setting your clear goals, and step by step, one small steps at a time. Not wanting to do big steps. Big steps, they put you off. So like if you want to lose weight, go step by step until you get to where you need to be. And I find that I have not met anybody, any of my friends, that they say, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to do this. And the next time I meet them, they're doing something else, because they too hard on themselves. You got to enjoy what you're doing. If it's losing weight, enjoy what you're doing. Like myself, I'm fasting for 1,000 days. I'm enjoying my journey of fasting. There are some things that people see the changes, they complimented it, but that wasn't the idea. Like, I've lost so much weight and stuff. It was never the idea of me losing weight. For me, it was praying and fasting. So I think it is just not being too hard on yourself, going gentle. That's what, it helps when you are being gentle with yourself. Each step. Do you have any words of encouragement, Claudia?
No, I just said them already earlier, you know, that abundance is out there for all of us, but it requires a bit of change, a bit of work on our end as well, so that we can just like fully be able to see it and to receive it as well, you know, and to live it as well, you know. Yeah. And yeah, just like And again, as soon as we start to change a few things within inside of us, then it will as well unfold and things will come as well towards our way. And then again, remembering it's about the journey, and there will always be ongoing things coming up for us, you know. Yeah, it's not that like it would stop. Yeah.
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 You are the creator of your destiny.
Yeah.
If you don't do it, no one will do it for you,
Yeah.
unfortunately. So, guys, if you're watching us from any part of social media, please do subscribe to our channel. And if you are on YouTube, please do subscribe. And we have two groups, in Gossip Talk Shows group and the Unique Billionaire Mindset. Please do join the group and be part of the family, and like our pages in Gossip Talk Shows and HSEIA, please do. And follow Claudia on her social media. If you want to have any questions or you want Claudia to coach you, please do go to the website www.hseia.coach, or you can contact Claudia direct. God bless. And live with grace, guys. See you tomorrow. I'm with Carol.